Very cool song by Bruce Springsteen. I'm a fan of the boss. I especially like his finger picking, like down in it kind of stuff. This one's called One Step Up and Two Steps Back. It's I'm not sure what year he put this out, but I remember seeing it on I think it was MTV at the time, and I think, God, he's got some. I mean, I was used to the big Bruce with the with the huge E Street band, but when he breaks it down to acoustic, I think I like it's one of my favorite incarnations of what he does. So this one, it basically has 4 chords total, but mainly 3 chords, and it's got a little. You can do it with the pick, or you can do it finger picking. I'm going to start off finger picking, and I'm going to probably show you, like I always do, a strum. But the chords are, it's a G add 9, which looks just like, you can just do a G chord if you want, like that. Or, and then we're capoed on the 3rd, by the way. That's the way he does it, capoed on the 3rd fret. So when I call out the chords, I'm calling them out as they lie on the fretboard. But if you want to get the Bruce sound, you can do this add 9, which is a G, and then you take your 2nd finger and put it on the 2nd fret on the G string, and it gets that pretty cool sound. And you notice I got my pinky tucked into the 3rd fret of the B string, so you get this. So here's the chords. There's a G add 9, and then it's a D with an F sharp, and then an E minor 7th, and then back to the D with the F sharp. That's the meat of the song. That's the main thing that happens in it. It does have a part where it goes from the G, it does a walk up, and then it goes to the A sus to the G. Okay? So let me play through, first I'll play through the form and how it goes, and then I'll break it down. So it starts out like this. There's your D with the F sharp, and then E minor 7th, and again the D with the F sharp, and then the G, add 9. Eventually it does a climb. E minor, D, G, and then it goes G, A, to G. Okay? That's pretty much the whole song. Now in the A you can do the sus. So if you have trouble with this particular form of G, don't worry about it. If that's difficult for you, you can just do a regular G. You got to do that D with the F sharp though. E7, E minor 7, to the D with F sharp. We ain't learning. Then it does a fast climb. Same old story, same old fast. And then stays at the G to the A. Now what I like about this song is it has I think that add 9 note, I think it has a certain magic to it. It's kind of mesmerizing, you know. It's almost like it sort of gets you hypnotized because it has this sort of ongoing common note. Hear that? That note has like a little bit of a drone to it, and then he sings over it, you know. When I held you in my arms, music was never enough. Running out of church in June, not pretending. We've been learning some hard lessons lately. We ain't learning. And he does the walk up. Same old story, same old facts. And it stays at the G here, to the A. One step up and 2 steps back. I was actually checking that song out on YouTube today, and I can't remember the guy. I saw somebody play a different version. They played an actual, like an instrumental version of that, and they played it in a different key, which I'm going to check out. But he did it in C. I think he still did it with the capo, and he did sort of like. So I thought that was it's kind of cool because he still had the capo in the third place, and instead of doing it in the key of G, or in the G position, you can also do it in C. So good to know. But I wanted to just show you how it's done with a really simple, with a pick and a strum drang thing. I gotta get my pick, which is down here. You'll excuse me. Yeah, there it is. So I'm going to do it now, just sort of a strum drang version with no ninth, add 9. And so it's that sounds pretty good too. But you'll notice the way I am doing is I'm keeping that pinky on the third fret of the B, because I think that's important to at least get that. Because the height, this note is not that important. I think it's cooler just to play the first 5 strings, or the bottom 5 strings, sorry. If you're more comfortable with a pick, that works fine. In fact, if you're sitting around a campfire, people are, rattling around, and you might be better off with a pick. So the other option is what I was just doing is what I call a hybrid picking, where you have a pick just in case you need it, in case you need to get over and get bigger. You can also use these 2 fingers to finger pick, and it would sound like this. But either way, it works well. Great Bruce Springsteen tune. Like I said, I'm a big fan of some of his more mellow stuff. 1 step up, 2 steps back. What was the other one he did? I can't remember the name of it, but it was sitting in the kitchen playing his acoustic. But I really love the rootsy stuff he did, and I got a chance to see his show on Broadway, which I thought was great, where he told the stories. And in case you don't know, I was with Clarence Clemens on and off for about 20 years, so I got a chance to play a few times with the boss, and it was a rocking experience, I'll tell you that. It was great. All right, I hope you enjoyed that little Springsteen lesson, and we'll see you down the road.